Okay. Hello. Can you guys hear me alright? I should, come on, switch to this one. Hello. And then VLC, I guess I gotta stop the music because we're doing sound design today, which is super exciting. Also, mic change. I got a lapel mic. I've had one for ages. I kept hitting the microphone. Also, I can't see my keyboard. The quality is probably not as good, but you know, it is what it is. I don't like these, but I figure if I don't, I'm not going to be able to hear the fold back in the headphones anyway. So like, might as well go with headphones that aren't going to cover my hair or whatever. I don't know. We're just trying something new out today. So we'll see. There's probably a lot of echo on these because I have a tiled floor and like this microphone is not that close. Like this one is close range. So you can sort of get away with a hard floor because you just turn the gain down enough that it doesn't matter. But this bad boy, he's not close range, so he'll pick up more of that echo. I probably shouldn't do filters on the fly. I've never really got the filter system in OBS, but we'll roll with it. How's it going, Flash Dev? How you feeling tonight? We're doing sound design. I have never done much sound design really. In many of my games, I just slap some stuff on, but we got a lot of stuff in this game, so it's a lot more. I should switch to the desktop. It's a lot more involved. Where the heck is my mouse? Than some of the other games that I've made for game jams. We have like weapons that we need to have sounds against. We've got zombies that need to be zombies. Can you see Flash _dev amac? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Flash dev. Can you see Flash dev? I can see Flash dev. Anyway, so I'm thinking I start with the zombies, right? Because they're probably the easiest. Freedom Forge Studios. Are you planning on making the sounds myself? No, I am doing a game jam, which is the zombie game jam. And let's close some of these tabs. And we've got 4 days, 11 hours. We need to use the asset pack provided. So that's the challenge. They've got all these different sprites, which are really cool, and also sounds as well. So a lot of this stuff is going to come from the asset pack. There's music, and there's definitely zombie effects. I didn't see any weapon effects, so those we might need to make ourselves. But the rest is provided, which is pretty cool. So zombies, you still got 4 days left if you want to try it out. I think the only catch is the assets that they're letting you download are like commercial. So after the game dev is done, then you have to either stop using them or you have to like if you win, they're potentially going to make your game, but yeah, that's it. Dashizi, it's a pity I can't join. I'm on vacation. Sometimes it's like that. I was on vacation when Unity went to shit, and I missed out on so much like potential content. I was just overseas. I'm just like, oh look, everyone's coming to Godot. Those were the days. It was only a year ago. Okay, so yeah, I think the easiest thing to do, obviously, is to like add a sound to the world. So we have some background music, sound, I like that, audio. So you do like an audio stream player, not a 3D one, just a regular audio stream. Generally, this is what I like to do at least. I like to use an audio stream player for the environment if you just want music in the background, because obviously you don't want it to be controlled by distance or anything like that. So I just call that BG music. In the audio, we already have a bus for effects. I'm going to add a bus for music, and then I'll probably add a bus while I'm here for the enemies as well, so that they're on a separate bus, so that later on, if we get time, we can add like sliders for the options or whatever, I don't know. Okay, so then this will be on the music bus, and I guess let's check out some of the music that they've given us. Woo, we've got to scroll through all this, so many assets. Get rid of the character attacks, character attack 2. How's the mic quality for you guys? Is it all right? Not too echoey? Okay, where are ya? It must be Levels, Amusement Park, Sounds, right down here at the bottom. Game Loop 1. I don't know how loud this is going to be. I might turn down the desktop audio so we don't destroy anyone's eardrums. It's pretty loud. the balance right. Is that just a loop? Hey, Jit, how are ya? Mic sounds solid, that's good. Good to know. Okay, yeah, that loops pretty well. So that's the first one. I imagine I want all of these to loop. To be honest, like the new Godot 4.3, like effects could, like sound effects could be really good for this kind of game. I don't think I have time to implement it, but it'd be sick. This is pretty good because it's not as like heavy. It is very repetitive though. Yeah, these are like 6 seconds looping. It's not a lot. And that doesn't loop, so. Not bad. They all sound pretty similar. Yeah. What else is there? Except there's a bunch of zombie rules and stuff. I guess I'm locked into using one of these, so I'll just use number 6. Leave the volume as is. This is the background music, so I guess we can just auto play it. Reverb is cool for like a radio in the room. Oh yeah. String pause, that's fine. Polyphony music, okay. Yeah, I guess we just roll with that for the game. Maybe it is a little bit too high in the mix. We'll just bring it down on the bus a little bit because we're going to use these to create like settings later on. So we'll do that. And all right, let's look at Zombeez. Let's just try to fly through it as quickly as possible. So the zombies need to have a few sounds, right? Like they need walking noises, they need like noises and like their attack noises as well. So we're going to need a couple of audio players. They're going to be 3D players, I'd say here. So what has he got? Like there's a zombie death. So we'll make one. It's hard to say, like, there's a bunch of different ways that we could do this. We could do it with multiple streams, or we could just do it with like an array of different sound files and then like pass them in to the single audio stream player. It just depends on like how you want to do it. It's not really one's better than the other. Zombie movement, like left, right? What does that sound like? Oh, right, it's like left and then right. That's gonna be so annoying. Just playing that every time I take a step. There's an animation for when they move, so I could bake it into the animation. It's probably the easiest way to get it moving with the walk animation, right? So we can have like a left and a right, so we can actually duplicate that. This is probably going to be the simplest way to do it. Let's not like try to over-engineer a solution here. This is a game jam after all. If we want to keep working on the project after we're done, we can pretty it up with a script or something. So that's probably the best way to go about it. So what we can do is in the animation player, we can hit that playing key. and this needs to be, come here, value on. I mean, he really only takes one step, so that kind of makes sense. But the sound should be like when he puts his foot down, right? That was a bit of a noise, wasn't it? That's cool. I'm actually fine with that. The guy just has one step, so he shouldn't really have a second noise. And then there's the shoot. I love how it's called shoot. So we can create another audio stream 3D player, and we'll call this throw, really. Now there is one for the knife, hit. That's not really what we're looking for. Breath, maybe? That's cool though. Keep that one for later. It doesn't look like they've got a sound for that exactly. I think I'll just use the hit sound for now. I don't know how, like I'm kind of a bit worried about how OBS is gonna behave with like audio editing software. I haven't tested it before and I'm a bit scared to. So I don't want to jump into Reaper and start like manipulating the sounds to get what I want. A whoosh sound, yeah, it should be like that. Maybe I can find one on free sounds. I think it's free sounds. Free sounds is a bit scary because like sometimes it can be a bit weird. I just go sign in. Log in. It's fine. Okay, whoosh. Freesound, if you don't know, is a really good website for finding sounds in general. And I'm once again really worried about the sounds of coming out of Brave. Where is it? I can't even see it in the list of things to mix. That's not helpful. Okay, well, I'll just turn the desktop audio down just in case. That ain't it. This is promising. Yeah, oh, that's actually good. Can you hear that? That's perfect. What's the license? It's license attribution, so we can work with that. This is JW Sound Design for all your whooshes out there. My green screen showing. There we go. It's still showing. It's all right. Okay. That's a really good one. Promising. I think this one. I'm going to download the pack. Documents, and then Godot, and then collab, and then I guess I'll put it under like new folder non-asset sounds, just in case I need to specify. That's not. I don't even know if this is against the rules. I'd have to replace it if it wins. For sure. That's definitely would be true. Extract all. Okay. I'll just delete the zip. And then here, oh yeah, so many things. We have instant decay, I think was the short quick. Yeah, that's good. So for throw, we'll go with that. This is going to be in the enemy. And then same with this, I left it on master. I need to make sure. The buses is like, if you're doing sound in Godot, you need to make sure that you're assigning things, their buses, because like, it just makes like changing the audio of things later on a lot easier. If everything's set to master and then you decide like, oh shit, I gotta go back and like fix my sound because it's not mixed properly, like, oof, it's gonna be a tedious one for you. Alrighty. Let's check out some other stuff. So I have to work this in. So that's easy enough. We go through and we hit the key here, create a key. And when he throws it, that's when we want it to be playing. It has a little bit of a delay, so I'm gonna actually insert key here and set to play, and it looks like it lines up pretty well. Yeah, not bad. Maybe one frame forward. I liked it better on that one. Or maybe we can make it. It really should peak when the function is called, right? See this frame here? This should be the peak of the sound. So that's sort of like around there. Didn't play. That's good. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay, next enemy, I guess. There's only 4 of them, so it's not too bad. This guy has 2 walking sounds, so I guess I'm going to need a couple of these. Walking L. This zombie is a walking L, to be fair. Walking R. Bite and random breath. I should add that in so that every enemy, I can add a script like every so often they'll make like a noise, you know? So like this guy, he doesn't have it. Maybe I'll just call it random because the enemies are just so random like that, you know? And yeah, we'll just, we'll work that into the script so that every so often, I don't know when, but they'll like make a noise if we can find one. Okay, so let's do this guy here. Maybe it's scrolling around the file system. You guys can't see it, but it's like, it's a total mess. It's not my, it's my fault, I guess, but like, okay, so where is left and right? Zombie rule 1. I can't find it now. Wait. I cannot see it. Breath. Oh, movement. There it is. I see it now. Right. Movement here. Movement here. And we're going to move these to the enemy bus. Enemy bus. And then a bite. What kind of... Well, okay, let's just work in these for now. Go to the walking animation. Okay, so he... Foot down is on frame 2. So for... I guess it's his right foot, if we want to be specific. I guess it doesn't matter that much, but we'll put a key in there and create the value. So does he also just take 1 step? It does. That is like crazy glitch. He also just takes 1 step. These zombies just don't walk properly, so I don't need a right. I technically don't need a left. I'll leave it there anyway. The bite. Make sure this is on the enemy bus. And for the shoot animation, that is just a bite. So he bites down here. So I don't know what this sounds like, but I'll key in a frame here and go value. See what it sounds like. I want that happening before. Okay, great. Perfect. Next. Sounds nice. This is going to be fun. Enemy number 3. Only thing I could find regarding assets was this. Definitely you're welcome to create new assets that complement the current art style. Okay, great. So like anything that I think is going to fit is okay. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for looking that up for me. Okay, let's go with you, my friend, Mr. Chewy Boy. Walking L. All these zombies are just walking L's. Let's be real. Walking R. Bite. And random. Okay. So now I have to scroll all the way back down to the bottom. Walking L, make sure it's on the enemy. Walking R, make sure it's on the enemy. Bus, okay, great. Man, there's so much stuff you can do here. Let's go with the walk. What does this guy look like? He also just takes one step. These guys just don't walk properly. I got 2 sounds, but I'm only going to need to play 1. That's a first frame for sure. Maybe second frame. It's okay, people won't be looking that closely. Bite. So this guy does like a big bite. He does like 3 chews. See how he goes like this? Junk, junk, junk. And he does like a little bit of damage. He's like, this zombie is like, he does like a damage over time kind of thing. I don't know what to put it. Smaller amounts of damage for every time he tries to put his hand in his mouth. Realistically, actually, you know, yeah, I am actually doing that. The damage happens when he reaches out, not when he puts his hand in his mouth. That's pretty funny. So I think probably, let's see if we've got a chew. We do have a chew. What does it sound like? Just play that. Well, actually, we could do something fun with this guy playing on duplicate frame here and do off, so it just stops playing. And I actually want to do another bite sound, and it's this one here. And we'll add it in to sound every time he puts it in his mouth. Dude, that sound is so gross, eh? Holy crap. Let's key that in. Let's just untick that for now. Insert key. Insert key. And we'll just make them on, and on. I don't know if that's going to play 3. Insert key. Okay, no, that works. And then we just overlap it with that. It's good enough. Sounds distinct. And random can stay blank, but we've got to remember to change that to enemy. Okay, enemy number 4, last one. And then we can see how it all sounds put together. Let's go with, what do we stream player number 3D, and then go 1, 2, 3. Should also like set up a sound to play when they spawn maybe, although that might get a bit annoying. I'm pretty sure this guy takes 2 steps. Walking L, walking R. bite. I'm also pretty sure he bites. Random. Okay, so let's get this guy some sounds, I guess. Movement left. Left. Right. Don't forget to change the bus. Change the bus. And I would do the animation now. And would make it walk, walk. They have a dying animation too. I'll need to create a sound for that. I forgot. I skipped them all. Alright. Let's close some stuff so that I can work on it. Okay, enemy number 4. Let's make you walk. That's a foot down there. Key that in. Okay, the other one comes down at the first frame. This is the only one that walks, create, has 2 separate steps. These are going to sound really funny when the zombies are going really quickly. Okay, so shoot. He also does like he does like a scratch, okay. Do we have like a... Hey, Girik is here, how are ya? Do we have a... Swipe? And when there is 200, yeah, it's going to be crazy, actually. We'll see. We'll see what it sounds like. Yeah, not doing too bad, Girik. We're doing some sound design today. Trying to finish off this game jam game. I guess they don't really have one. I could use the same sound that I used before, the whoosh. That might work. Where is that? Non-asset sounds. Whoosh, medium blast. Short attack. And we could combine it with a couple of other different sounds because there is 4 of them. So let's just do 4. We've got the other one, which is instant decay. The other 2 might be... Okay, so let's go with 3. Let's delete that one. Delete. Okay, so we've got a couple of different sounds to work with. First one, key it in. Second one, key it in. Third one, key it in. Easy. And then we'll just go back to the first one. Actually, go to the second one so that it doesn't play twice in a row. Okay, so change this to playing. Ooh, that is going to need to be there. Change this to playing. That'll need to be there. Change this to playing. This also needs to be... interesting conundrum. Maybe it will have to be the first one. Okay, and then the next one here, duplicate. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to just say playing up here on the left. Okay, I'm fine with that. All right, so that's all of the walking and attack animations. We can see how those sound, and then we can look at death animations. So I don't know what the volume levels are like. We can turn this up a little bit. Okay, that's pretty good. So annoying. Okay, it's not too bad. I might need to lower the volume a bit. If you couldn't tell, I have a power up that is like explosive ammo. And obviously these guys are dying straight away because I unlocked it. Okay, we're up to wave 2 now. It's just like way too powerful. I'm gonna need to yeah. I think that needs to come down a bit, right? It's too much. So I'm just gonna go with, is the bite sound working? Yeah, it is. Pitch it down a bit maybe, yeah, I like that. Prostocotillo, hello. Haven't seen you in the chat before. Or I haven't seen you in the chat for a while, I should say. Now, let's just, because there's settings for max dB, and I think we need to like probably go with like, maybe not points. The volume needs to be significantly lower. So let's just take that down by 5 dB and have the max be -2 dB so that, you know, doesn't factor for the attenuation effect. Higher values make the sound audible over a larger distance. So that needs to come down a bit too. Because I don't really, I was here before, I don't know. I have 0 points. Okay, the color of your name is green, so I assumed that you've been around. I'm a Twitch noob, I don't know. Actually, it's the first time chat, your first time here, welcome. Why is your name green though? It means you're special? I don't know. I don't know what the colors mean. Does anyone know? Because I'm a Twitch noob. It is something, I don't know. Because it's, can you choose? I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting in the weeds. Unit size, so over a larger distance. Let's just halve that. And then let's just go, it should be 552.7. Oh, you can choose the color of your name. I did not know that, there you go. That's cool. I would like, I lurk on Twitch like every day, watching people. I never chat though. -5, -2.7. Oh, that's cool. 0.7. I still think that could come down a bit. Oh, well, we'll see. -5. No, okay. Purple. Green is definitely easier to read, that's for sure. -2, pitch scale 0.7. And this guy has 2, so I guess we'll go with -5, 5, -2.7, and the same with this one, -5, 5, -2.7. Okay, let's see how bad it is now. Blip, blop. Oh, the music just instantly stopped. Why did it do that? It's better. I love this. Your knee pain is healed. You can now press crouch. Okay, but we're going to take the easy. It's better, but I think it still needs work. I have never participated in a game jam before. Actually, it's my first year in game dev and still learning. I wanted to ask you, when do you think you have a fair level to participate in a game jam, in your opinion? No, it's a really good question, right? So something that I did when I very first started, blip bloop, something that I did when I first started making games. So in 2020, I had been already trying to learn how to code for probably about 2 years, but I was really just starting to get it. It took me just took me a long time to like start to understand it. And when I started using Godot, I got a lot more confident. And I wanted to do, sorry for the blips and burps, I just needed to tie something. No, it's all good. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to do game jams, but number one, I was very worried about the time crunch. So like a lot of them are like 2 days, right? So 2 days is pretty hard for me as a full timer. Thank you so much for the follow, Presto Cotilio. I don't know how to pronounce that. I really appreciate it. So it was really difficult for me to like feel confident enough to do a game jam because of the time crunch and because I guess they advertise a lot that you should participate with others, but like I've done tons of game jams now and I don't ever participate with others. But the thing is, first time you said it 100% correct. Okay, awesome. The thing that I've learned along the way is that it's okay to start a game jam and not finish it. That's totally fine, especially if you're on your own, no one's even gonna notice. Maybe you feel a bit bad, but like, other than that, it's okay. But what I did to build my confidence up to begin with is I did my game jam on my own, essentially. I gave myself a month to make a game for Christmas. That was the theme, right? So I said, I'll make a Christmas-based platformer. I need to make at least 10 levels. And the goal was to also put it on the Google Play Store. So I can just get the full experience from making a game from start to finish. And I did that, and that helped me a lot build up the confidence. So, you know, what I recommend is probably just doing one without a time crunch. Just make it way longer, make it a month. You can find ones that are a month, or you can just set one yourself, right? You can just say, I'm gonna make a game. You can choose a theme from online. There's theme generators, right? Like if you go to Brave, if you go to Google, I should say, and type in like game jam theme generator, you can like, let's make a game.net, break the rules, stuck in a loop. So they've got like tons of different themes that you can use to try and like give yourself an idea. So that's really helpful. And you've got to start small. You can't do like a big game. So it's a really good way to do it. And then the other thing is if you go to itch.io and you look at jams, I always look for ones that are like 2 weeks long. It's different for everybody, right? Like I have like a life, unfortunately. So like I have lots of responsibilities in the real world. I can't just like work 48 hours non-stop on a game. So you look for one that's like not 2 days, Submissions close in 4 months. Last 7 days, that's manageable. You can make a game in 7 days, especially if you have a full time. 9 days, totally fine, although that's music, so, it's a month. 64 days, that's huge. It's visual novels, but like... So yeah, there's tons of game jams out there that are like longer that you can do. And once again, even if you don't finish, just keep working on it until it is. And then you'll have a game. Okay, I still think this needs to be lower. So I'm gonna make that -10 and -5. Because compared to the byte sound, it's really low. Let's have a look. I gotta re-import the background music. He's too loud. Why is he so much louder? Okay, so he is for some. Oh, he's got another. I changed the wrong one. Number one. Oh wow. I just like fuck this guy up. Awesome. No, yeah, definitely give it a go. I think like it just depends on who you are. Like some people want to make like a big game, and some people can't do that. Like I'm not capable. So I'd rather just do like 2-week game jams. Okie dokie. And then the other thing I think I want to do is just bring them down a little bit, probably to like -3. Okay, so where's that music gone? I need to re-import that. Game loop 6, I think I'm using. Game loop 6, import, loop, re-import. Okay, so that should just keep playing. That's great. Okay, so the enemies just need a die sound and then we're good. Audio stream plan 3D. Oh. Death. Okay. I'm sure we've got one here. Zombie boss death. You guys can't see. Let me just, not wrong one. There we go. Still the chat's in the way, but whatever. I guess death. There's just one that said boss. I guess that's the sound. Don't have much of a choice. It's also going to be pretty annoying when you're killing a ton of them. So maybe not. Maybe we want to make it more like fun. Like a coin, except dark. Oh yeah, that would be totally nice. Nope. That would be a funny noise to make, because you are getting experience, right? Zombie dies. Be hearing that a lot in the late game. Now, I think, okay, I'll just go with, what is step a little closer to me?
Step a little closer to me.
All right, mate. I'm not coming near ya. What about the roar?
Oh.
I think you can do a sound on knife projectile, like when it hits, or do you think I should do it like as it's flying through the air, it's making a noise like shh, 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 shh. I reckon that's Zombie Roar 1's not a bad one. A bad one for death. Both maybe. Yeah, well, I should do one when you get hit because there's no way to know at the moment. I'm gonna need, I can't see one here, but like I need to like make a short little sound for whenever you take damage. Steal one from Doom or something. Zombie Roar 1, let's go with it. Bro, UK, I started with 2D and I made 2 platformers and after a lot of pain, but making and importing it all, I can't even play it on my laptop thanks to the latest best. Oh, that's right, Gerrick. I remember you telling me you can't get it to run because your laptop's too busted. It happens, man. This way, it is what it is, and what it is, it is. Flash Dev is back. Yeah, sorry, I put you in a timeout. I couldn't understand what you were talking about, and you were distracting me. Pitch scale, make it 0.7. That works. Okay, so walk, death, death. All right, okay, so that's easy. We can just play the animation. Create. Awesome. You're from Iraq and you're Muslim. That's great, man. Must be tough making games in Iraq, though. Good to have you. Nonetheless. Oh, I'm just like closing enemy scenes. I need them open. Can I like copy that across? No. God damn it. Well, let's duplicate walking because I want it to be low anyway. If you're asking if I am a Muslim, then no. If I like Muslims, well, you know, I have neutral feelings towards religion. Neither here nor there. I almost spelt religion. Death. All the people in Twitch will be like, what you talking about? Do I like up? It doesn't make a difference to me, Flash Dev, what you believe in. We're here to make games. A rule. I think everyone can like get behind that. Like it's cool. We're just making games. Exactly. Animation player. Key that. Create. Easy. Okay, cool. Let's try to get the gas on this so that we can get through it. Enemy 3, enemy 4. We want a audio stream player 3D. Death. The stream is raw. To 5.7. Shoot, death, death. Death. Key, create, click. That one. Okay, enemy number 3. I like how his default animation is just like crawling on the ground with his brain out. It never gets played, but I get to see it every time I open it up. It is what it is. Okay, animation. I need to create the death. No, just typing death in there. Oh my god. Garrick is cool, man. Sadly, I can't be so happy as you. My PC is old and not good for a lot of modern games. Yeah, it's tough. Even I, like, a couple of years ago, I would say like in 2021, I was like still using a really old system that I had built in 2013, you know, so it was like 8 years old and it was starting to struggle. And then the power supply died and I'd been saving up for a little bit. And so I'd replaced a lot of it. Still have like a pretty mid graphics card, but everything else is a lot better now. But, you know, it's just a matter of like putting aside money for it, as it is a tool at the end of the day. And without good tools, we can't make good things. Actually, that's not true. You could make a game on a toaster at the end of the day. It just changes the kind of gaming. I mean, it's what we were talking about, me and Garrick were talking about. It's really just, sometimes you just have to put limitations on yourself if your computer can't run the kind of game that you're making. Okay, awesome. So now these guys are fully sound affected. I'm a little bit worried that I forgot to put this on the enemy bus for some of these guys. So random is on the master, it should be on enemy. Game that I'm making is very tiny, and even my PC, yeah. So you just make a small game. And then you never know, like if you make a good game, like even if it is small, you might be able to make enough money from it to buy a better PC. Let's get these on the right bus. Alrighty, okay, so let's give it a run and see how things are sounding. So the death sound is too low. At the end of the day, I wanted to make games and it does that job poorly, but it does. And that's what matters. Yeah, exactly. For sure. 10 dB. 10 dB. Death is too low, so let's just bring it to 5 and 2. Go through all the enemies and change that. Kind of hard to get this stuff right, eh? Maybe it's the pitch. It's better. It still needs to come up a bit. 2 and 0. And one of the guys walking sounds really loud. And also make this 5. We want to be able to hear this even when they're far away, I would say. We don't want it to be 2. This guy here is the one that sounds really loud. So he's walking, the right side is like, that'll fix that. And his death, make that -2, 0, and 5. Okay. That works. It might get really annoying at the higher stages, so we'll just keep an eye on that. We might need to still bring it down a little bit. Okay, so that's that. Let's work a little bit on the player now. The player needs shooting sounds. I don't think there are any in this, so I'm gonna have to find them, which is super annoying because weapon sounds are kind of like really difficult to find and edit. And like I said, I'm not keen on opening up the audio editor while I'm streaming. So we'll see what we can get. Free sounds, and I guess I'll look for a revolver as the first weapon. And what's the levels like? Let's protect everyone's ears. Oh, that's not going to work for me. No, there was only 1. Or 2, really. It's not even a death sound. Maybe I could put like a pitch shift on that so it sounds a little bit different every single time. I think that's probably what I need to do. Like just on spawn, the pitch for the death is like changed a little bit, if that makes sense. Double action, revolver clicks, revolver caliber. Ugh, that's bad, eh? I don't know where I'm gonna get gun sounds for this. That can be the reload sound. That's fine, I'm fine with that. He flips it to reload, so. What's the license on this? Creative Commons 0. Magnum? I don't know how to type. Gunshot with tail, okay. What are the levels at? I'm worried for you. Oh, that was fine. That's pretty good. It's Creative Commons, so I can use it for this. Shark Anthony. Okay, that's good. We good. Single rifle shot. I don't like it. Could you imagine? Just drive people crazy. This is good. CC0. What about a shotgun? I can't hear. Yeah, I'm worried for you guys. Because like every time I've looked for sounds, I've like blown my speakers out. Like look at the size of this thing. It's a big fucking noodle. It's too powerful. My ears are ready. This is actually really good. This has a pack. It's CC0. Oh, Creative Commons. Yes. Yes. It's like that meme from for that wrestling guy. Sounds good. Creative Commons. That's actually a really good one. I could turn up for that. It's not too loud and it's not obnoxious either. Oh, that. Oh, yes. So good. Yes, yes, yes. Excuse me. No, thank you. I really appreciate what you do, but I'm broke. Because I make games for game jams all day. Attribution 3.0, so I do have to give attribution. This is Abu Nijime. I can't pronounce that. I should just give up. That's awesome, dude. I thought it was CC0. This is Creative Commons. Like some of them are, but not all of them. It is what it is. Okay, so okay, I have to look for like AK-47 sounds. This is gonna be the hardest one. AK-47. Okay, it's all right. It's non-commercial. I don't like that. A loop, I'd have to cut it up. Too low. That could be good. I need to put a filter on for Creative Commons. Gunshots indoor, reload and shots. Yes. The first part of this could be good. Okay. Alrighty. What other weapons are there? There's like an explosion. There might be an explosion in the pack though, so let's roll with that and see what we can come up with. What have we got? They've got a knife hit, which we can use. Right? It really doesn't sound quite right, but I guess if you're stabbing a zombie, maybe it would sound like that. I don't know. Game loop, menu, zombie bite. Is there any like dot? Can you search like this? Can you go like star dot wave? No. Or does it just work if you just go wave? Wav. And .mp3, I guess, is the other one that's in here. I'm just worried that I'm missing sounds. It doesn't look like it. I think I got them all. Okay, so if that's the case, then the easiest thing for me to do, right? So like, there's two ways that I can go about doing this for the weapon manager. I can modify the weapon manager so that it plays sounds when like certain actions are triggered based on the resource, or I could just bake them into the animation, right? Like, and it's gonna be way easier to bake it into the animation. Yeah, we can do that too, NA games. We can, you know, the sound of a rotating flying object for the knife projectile, right? So the knife projectile is enemy bullet, I think, enemy knife attack. Enemy attack, open scene, this thing here. We can add a area 3, not an area 3D, an audio stream 3D. And probably like 4 of them, right? And then go to our wishes. We've got a couple, I think we've got 3 short ones that we can use. Trim, oh, we can trim it. I think that will be better. It might mess up some of the other animations with them on it, but whatever. Cool. So for this, we're going to do, and then this. And we can make kind of a sound, I think, for this. Spin. We're gonna make this like really low, right? We don't want it to be too loud, otherwise it's gonna be heard from across the map. And then we just like hit the playing, create, and then same with this, -10, 5, -5, and then enemy bus, and we hit the playing, create, -10, 5, -5, hit that, and put it on the enemy bus. All right, and then we do something like this. Make them playing, make them playing, make them playing. You might need to do a 4th one here. Duplicate key. Does that sound alright? That sounds pretty good. Nah, that was better over here. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. Maybe more alternative? I can't speak. Alternating. We want it to alternate a bit more. Yeah. How would I do that though? Maybe if I do this one first and this one second. Okay. All right. Cool. So that's happening, and now we want, oh my god, so many animations. Maybe it would be better to like set it up in the other animation player. Hello there, person writing Russian. I can't understand that, so I'm gonna just put you in a timeout for a second. I don't know what you're saying, because so yeah, maybe it is better if I do like a weapon resource system, because then I just have to call like .play, right? Maybe it would be easier. So weapon, there we go, like sounds, right? Let's pop this out so we can see it a bit better. So we've got the animations, and we can just like go export group so that we've got a nice little grouping, and we'll call it animation sounds. It's going to be a little bit more limiting because we'll only be able to play probably one sound per animation. So for some like the assault rifle, it might not sound very good, but I don't know. Pick up sound. This is an audio stream. That's what it's called, right? Export var shoot sound. I'm just going to need to copy a bunch of these. Reload. Like the reload's going to have to be just one sound, so I need to design it, and I might have to do that off stream. Change sound. Needs a type. Drop sound. We might not necessarily have a sound for every single one of them. Export var out of ammo sound. Melee. Right, okay, so that's easy enough. And then in the weapons manager, we'll need to add a, probably in the same area here, we just add an audio stream player probably, because like the 3D-ness is not necessary because it's the player. We'll put this under effects, and I'll drop down the dB a little bit on it. And so this will just be weapon effects stream player, I guess. And on the weapon manager, we'll pop this out again, and right up the top, we'll need to do an export variable for a sound effects player. And it's going to be an audio stream player. And so if I come back to the weapon manager, it'll want that. And I double click on that, and I just spelled something wrong there. Okay, so then the code for this is going to be pretty straightforward. It's just going to be anytime we do anything. So if we shoot, right, we can just go sound effects player.play, and, or actually we're gonna have to go like file or stream. Stream equals weapon slot, current weapon slot, dot weapon dot like shoot sound, right? So that's the path for the stream. And then sound effects player.play. That's literally the pattern that we'll have to do. If that makes sense, it should work. So let's just do a little test with that to make sure before we go ahead and write the rest of the code. So if I jump into the resources, so Blaster N is the one we start with, and now it's got a bunch of animation sounds. And if we go back up to the non-asset sounds, we're gonna have a revolver gunshot, which sounds pretty good. There's a start tail, which is a bit of a problem. I wonder if we can offset that a little. No, it doesn't look like it there at least. I guess you could choose the sound position, but that's not really going to work because they're going to be different for every single one of them. So unless I can do it visually, it's not really going to be it, right? So it's an MP3, beat count, BPM, loop. Advanced? Oh yeah, that's what this is. Okay, so for now we'll just have to deal with that. I might have to clean them up later. So let's listen to see if that worked. Nope. Pause that. What's the error? Is it not going to tell me if I pause it? So annoying. It's like index stream. All right. Why is it null? Oh, it's just not a sound because I renamed the node. Why is it null? Because I renamed the node and it decided to clear it. All right, let's try that again. It works. Hi, Soriel, how are ya? Alrighty, so that's pretty good. Happy days there. Yeah, we're just gonna have to clean up the sounds and we can just start putting these in anytime. I guess the one thing that I would worry about then is if there's nothing, what happens? Does it crash or does it just throw a warning? So what I really should do is before that, just so I don't even have to think about it, I can say if current weapon slot and then do that. So it'll only play if there is a sound there available. And if it won't, it just won't do anything. So that's pretty easy. Reload. Once again, this is going to be a bit tricky because like you kind of want you probably want to do sound design on it, right? So that like the movements that happen line up with, like in my opinion at least, loading sounds by code is fine, but you're always going to get a better result by using the animation player and keying in the sound where the animation lines up with the sound. It's just easier that way. I suppose like you could have a function callback from the animation player to play like a specific sound, but it's a lot more complicated than just like keying in the points that you want. Get out of here, Twitch one scam you. Shoot, shoot. I can't reach it, the frame runs out. I guess for reload we can just play the sound, I guess. That's really what we're all going to be able to do with this particular setup, and it's just going to be a reload sound. Just swap that out. And we keep going. What other actions are there? Enter, right? When you enter, you play the pickup animation. We'll do it after the actual emission. Pickup sound. Okay, next, exit. Change weapon. Where do we play actually get weapon change animation? So, God damn it. This needs to be indented to here. And this just is like drop. No, there's change animation. No. Change sound. Cool. Okay, great. And then what else? We have got the shoot, load projectile, reload. Melee. Melee is important actually. So we've got the I think the gun position doesn't match the aim UI. You are correct. Yes, you are 100% right. Because they are like pixels, they're like flat images. It's kind of hard to strike a balance between how much of it you can see versus like how much of it you're not going to see and like where it's pointing. So like I probably need to tweak them a little bit. People were clowning on me when I first set it up. It didn't look that good. Give me this particular pattern here. I don't want to type it for every single one of them. It's just kind of annoying. Melee sound. Melee sound. Okay. What else? Drop. I'm not gonna allow the player to drop weapons, but I guess I'll stick it in here anyway. Weapon.stop drop animation. Okay, drop sound. Drop sound. Delete that. And add those in. Alrighty. Okay, so that's that. Am I missing anything else? Let me have a check. So weapon resource, we've got pick up, shoot, reload, change, drop, out of ammo. That's the one I was missing. So let's go back to this and look for the out of animation. That gets played in the shoot. So if, so many checks here. If the animation, okay, so basically it says if there's zero, if there's no ammo, go to the reload function. But if in the reload function, there is no ammo, you play the out of ammo, right? Out of ammo sound, out of ammo sound. Right. So that should cover all of them. I just need to put sounds in there. And this will be the part that I'm going to struggle with on stream because it's just not going to, I don't know. I really need to test out. I don't know if anyone knows if like Reaper plays nice with OBS. Last time I did it, it did not. Like it totally just balked things up. So I'm too scared to open it. Animation sounds. What is Blaster Eye? It's that one. Okay, it's the AK. So then we have to go to these and the revolver spin, the magnum shot, AK shot. That's actually pretty decent. AK shot. I'm gonna have to like find some more whooshes for the pickup and drop sounds. The shotgun has got like actually pretty good sounds. Shotgun fire. Shoot sound. Pump. Technically, so this is the problem, right? Shotgun reload. Like the pump is good, but I can't play it. I would need to make like a full sound where it shoots and then plays that sound. Right now, I can't do that with this. And this is like a single special case, so it's like you don't necessarily want to do it for that. Blaster Eye, okay, there's a reload, right? No. I'm just going to put like a quick whoosh for the pickup sound and the change sound and the drop sound. Right. That's Blaster I, Blaster L. We don't have anything yet. I'm going to give it the AK shot for the shoot and a short quick for the pickup, the change and the drop just for now. And go to Blaster M. Same thing, short, whooshy sounds for the change and drop. And then next one, Blaster N. Short quick whoosh, short kick for the drop, for the change, reload sound. Okay, so this one actually has like a sound that we can play for the Magnum Revolver. Oh, that's gunshot. We want this maybe? Nope. Revolver spin, that's it. Fine. It works. For now. Oh, this is not the right one. Oh, I just dropped in the right one. Okay, there we go. Reload sound. They like that. And then for the melee sound, for the melee weapon animation sounds, it's going to be a lot of short, quick whooshes. You know, there's no reload. I don't think you can drop as well. So change, just instant, short attack, short quick, drop. And it doesn't have an order out of ammo. It does have a melee. You can just press the melee strike for that. All right, so that is that. I don't have an out of ammo one. Blaster Q, I'm not going to use because whatever. That's not even going to be in the game. So, I don't know. Let's see how it sounds. I think I'm going to drink a little bit. It's very loud, eh? Okay, and then everything stops because he unlocked stuff. Let's do the shotgun. And it's quieter, so we've got balance issues straight away. Yeah, this is, it's something. Okay. This is a funny bug because I was testing something, so that should be random. All right, like, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to work on the balance. I think. Probably adjust the balance of these two together. Is this it? So gross. It's not the best. And the music is kind of repetitive. Okay, this is the most OP unlock in the game. You can make your weapons bullets explosive. In the interest of just curiosity, so I need to add sound to that as well. Health is also really OP. Uzi will shooting sound will sound better with random pitch. Yeah, I should probably put like a pitch shift on the shooting. On everything, really. Okay, sprint's also like crazy. Also, I want the shotgun though. Sprint is too strong. I need sprint. They're too easy to kill now. Okay, base movement speed or health? Or damage? Health. Let's see. We're up to wave 3. AK-47 or shotgun? Yeah, boy. That spinning sound sounds really good. I don't even know what I unlocked just now. It's not reloading. There's a bug there. I have to fix that. Oh no. Health, I guess. Increase jump. Yeah, okay, so we got some work to do. This is sort of starting to feel a lot more fun. I think probably because of the level design, it's not that challenging. Health is too good. And they get stuck on this. They're starting to take a lot. Oh, he's getting behind. I should have said that out loud. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna reduce their speed. Yeah, because you're going to be shooting for such like a long time. You're going to be in situations where that's going to get really annoying. Why isn't he dying? Okay. Before I annoy you guys with the pitch, we got to change the pitch. And there's one other thing I was thinking about is the reload. So the reload only plays once, but there's a trick with the shotgun where we play multiple reload animations. And we need to figure out how to make it play. So I'm not even on the weapon manager at the moment. The weapon state machine. So for the reload, I think it's under calculate reload. I'm gonna have to double check. Blaster M reload. We are calling calculate reload. So if we move that sound play to calculate reload instead, it will play at the end of the animation, I think, which is a problem. What system do I use? I don't understand the question. What do you mean, what system? Computer system? Game engine? Sound system? Oh, stretch. Oh. Okay. I don't know. We'll have to, okay, pitch shifting. That's what we were doing. Got distracted. Oh, man. You know, on Linux, the extra screen is handled a lot better, I think. The extra window. Okay, so we wanted to do pitch shifting probably when we're shooting. I don't know, to be honest, if it's whenever we shoot or whenever we use it. It's probably not that important. The shoot is going to change the shift the most, right? So we can just go processor RAM. Oh, processor RAM. All right, okay, so I have like an i7, I think 12, whatever. You can pull that stats up, right? Like system information. I don't know how much I want to show. Can I flex my system without accidentally like doxing myself? I don't know. Whatever, YOLO, let's show you. There's probably a better way to do this, right? It's a 12th gen i7 12700 and it's got 12 cores and I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, which is probably the biggest flex, right? It's only DDR4. And then I don't know for the video card where it says, where I have components, software environment. I don't know. I have an AMD 6750 as the video card. Display. Yeah, Radeon 6750. So yeah, I upgraded my system a couple of years ago. But prior to that, I had one from like 2013. I had like a 3rd generation i5 and it was chugging. Like I remember it's so dumb. I got a gift card from work and I bought Elden Ring and I could barely run it. I was doing like 25 frames a second and like it was tough. I actually got to pretty close to end game, but then I gave up. I didn't give up, I just stopped playing. But yeah. Dot pitch. Is it pitch scale the right? Pitch. Get the pitch tempo of the audio. Is that what I want? Pitch scale? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll do something like between, what is it? 0.5 and 1? Something like that. Equals rand f between 0.5 and 1.0. Rand f range, sorry. That's better. What's he doing up there? I want to change that sound. Sugar, yes. 0.9 and 1.05. Okay, it's a lot lower. The reload animation doesn't work for this weapon. That's a bummer. What happened? Oh well. Yeah, it's probably a bit too much listening to the AK. Okay. Okay, so we've got a bug with the shotgun. And then I like what you were saying, 0.9 to 0.105, right? So that'll be a much subtler difference. And then let's have a look at the shotgun. Why aren't you reloading correctly? It is set to incremental reload. I don't know, guys. It's a bit of an odd one. Magazine's really high. Max ammo 25. 36, I should say. Damage 25. Okay, so why aren't you reloading like you used to do? Is it because it's like a different... It's this animation that's playing, so it should be calling that calculate reload every single frame. Every single time it hits that frame, I should say. Is it to do with the animation on animation finished? So we check to see if the weapon is current slot.weapon.incremental reload. If anim name is equal to reload animation. Why would it be different though? If not, no, actually that's incorrect. That should be fine. Then what's the problem with the reload animation? The calculate reload function? Did I break it when I put stuff in? But then nothing else would be able to reload, so what's the problem? Reload. If current slot.weapon reload sound, if current weapon slot.current ammo equals current weapon slot.magazine, then we end the animation, basically. And then we do a calculation on the magazine versus how much should be, and then if it's incremental, we go current weapon slot.current R. That's probably why it's a problem, right? No, +1's okay. Current weapon slot.current ammo +1. Is it the emission of the... I actually don't know. I don't know about that. All the other ones work, right? There's a shotgun. Interesting. There's problems with the Blaster M for sure. Blaster Q's got the wrong... I've had this issue before. The drop animation and the deactivate animation are like wrong. Interesting. Animation player, animation, Q, deactivate, blaster drop, and then blaster M. What's wrong with the shotgun? God damn it. So annoying. Why does this always happen? Probably because I'm bad at writing code. Probably. Drop, deactivate, deactive, I should say. OOA. So fascinating. It's definitely the change animation on the rocket launcher, which I'm not even planning to have in the game anyway, so I should just ditch it rather than try to fix it. It's blaster Q, deactivate. I wonder what's wrong with it. Doesn't matter, let's take it out. It's not going to be in the game because it's a useless weapon with all these upgrades that I've created. Weapons, blaster key, delete. Okay, that's sorted. So it doesn't reload. What about if I run out of ammo? Where are you? Reload? It doesn't reload. Okay. Interesting conundrum. I wonder why that is. Query for, because, okay, yeah, those are okay areas, standalone expressions. So there's nothing really indicating why that would not work. Give me a second. I just need to check if this was a problem before I started working on this. Quit to project list. Let's go back to the original FPS controller. This is a test. So this is probably not the right location. Quit the project list. This is the Git repo. Interesting. This is what the shotgun used to look like. And the reload animation is broken here. So it's been broken probably for a while and I just didn't realize it. So what have I done to make it so that it doesn't work? I need to fix it here, so I might as well figure it out here. I wonder if there's a problem with the rocket launcher as well. Okay, that's not crashing, so whatever's wrong in the other one, it's not related to that. But we do have a problem with the reload animation for the rocket launcher. So what I think is happening is that when I did the refactor, I must have probably stuffed something up when it comes to the flow, like the checking how it all like works together. So if the animation name is incremental reload, we're not calculating. So basically, if it is a regular weapon, this is when we calculate the reload. But for a shotgun, it gets calculated on the animation. So I don't know. Did I change am I getting an error when that happens? Like, did I rename the animation? I renamed the function. That's what it is, right? You don't get an error. For sure, that's what it is. I renamed the function because I did the whole refactor. Why? Yeah, it has to be that, right? So blaster m dot reload. See how these are all like calculate reload and they're capitalized? I changed it to be lowercase because that's how it should be, right? So if I just delete all of these and then come back and add them in, insert key, and it should be calculate reload, small, right? And let's just get a look at this. That is not the right one. Activate. Let's just call reset. Yo, for real, mate. Blaster I is not reset. Blaster M activate. And let's have a look at the reload so I can line these up properly. Duplicate key. Let's just put them here. Duplicate key, duplicate key, duplicate key. Okay, but the max ammo is 9, right? What is it? Weapon stats. The magazine holds 9, so realistically I need to do 9 as well, right? So we can do them on the down, right? Duplicate. Duplicate. This is really boring, I'm sorry. Duplicate. Duplicate. Whatever. Okay, so now this should work again. So much fun. What's my favorite video game? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, I've been playing video games for a really long time. Like if you'd asked me in 1995 or 1996 or whatever, I would have said Crash Bandicoot was my favorite game. Probably like might be like very influential on me. I don't know, like it's just your first game, right? But then when I was older, in like the later end of the PlayStation era, I was really into Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy VIII was my favorite game for a really long time. In fact, I would still say it's probably one of my favorite RPGs. Like it's just a good game, and like obviously it's a bit edgy, but I am a bit edgy myself, so that works now. You know, I really liked Final Fantasy VIII when I was younger. And then let me think, next era, what's the next era? It's Xbox, right? I had an Xbox, so I went from PlayStation, I got an Xbox. I really liked Halo a lot. Like I played Halo 1 and Halo 2 a lot. Not the multiplayer, because I didn't have like internet capabilities back then, but I played a ton of Halo single player campaign. What else did I play on that? I played a lot of Shenmue, but I don't know if I liked it. I played a lot of it. Yeah, I would say in that era, definitely Halo. But I mean, who wouldn't say that like Halo was the best game of the like that generation, right? Or at least one of. And then after that, it gets a bit hazy because I didn't go to another generation straight away. I got a Nintendo Wii after that for the next gen. I didn't get an Xbox 360, so I never even played Halo 3 until last year or something like that. So it took me ages to get back into it. But now I've played like 1 through 5. And then, what did I do after that? Oh, I remember Mass Effect. I really liked Mass Effect. 1, 2, 3, I liked them all. That was huge. Did I play Smash Bros? Well, I did. I never had a GameCube, but I played a lot of Super Smash Bros. When I was a kid and my parents were at work. I'd get put in like a care thing. So like, you know, you just go to it was at a church, and like they had like a bunch of GameCubes, and we would just play Super Smash Bros. Melee all day. It was the best. Like I loved it when my parents were like, "Oh, we have to work, so you have to go to care, like after school care." I'd just be like, "Yes, I'm playing Smash Bros. Like all day, every day, for like the week." It was so good. So I played a lot there, but I didn't play a lot at home. And when I had a Nintendo Wii in 2007 or whenever it came out, and I played the Smash Bros. That came out on that, but never online. Yeah, they had games there. It was sick. It was like the best thing. Sometimes they were like, "Oh no, we can't use them today," but they still had like pay TV, which was like cable, right? So it was still like at a good time. You just watch like Nickelodeon all day. Um, but yeah, definitely like in the later 2000s, I really liked Mass Effect, and I played every single one of them came out. Love those games. I still think 3 is good, even though people like shit on the ending. 3, excluding the very final section of the game, it's such a good game. Like all the conclusions that you have with all the characters are super impactful, and it's really powerful right up into that last moment where you're having that final stand with I forget the name of the enemy in that game. You're having your final stand with the robots. The Reapers? Is it Reapers? They might have a more official name. I don't know. You're having your final stand, and then it's just like, oh, such disappointment. I think they should have gone for like a total victory kind of ending. I didn't like the direction they took with that. But I really loved those games, and then after that, I just got really into MMOs. Like in 2009, just started playing World of Warcraft, and like played that for years and didn't play anything else. And then Dota 2, and I just played Dota 2 non-stop. So like from 2009 to like 2015, I just didn't play any other games except for World of Warcraft and Dota 2. Oh, and I really liked Oblivion. Well, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. Obviously, everyone likes those games. Elder Scrolls is probably the goat of RPGs. Single player RPGs is so good. But like Morrowind was really good. I really love that. Yeah, I don't have like a single favorite, I don't think. It's just like a lot of different games. What did I play recently? I played Prey from 2017. That shit was awesome. 90s, I'm 1990. So like for me, my first game system was the Sony PlayStation. And I played like some older games. Like my dad had an old computer, and we'd play like Prince of Persia and some other DOS-based games. But like, you know, it was really the PlayStation that was it for me. World of Warcraft didn't subscribe to me. World of Warcraft, yeah, I mean, the subscription was a bit, but by then I was old enough to afford it on my own. I never would have been able to play it when it first came out in 2004 because my parents would never pay for something like that. But yeah, when in 2008 or 9, I started playing when Wrath of the Lich King was out. One younger than you, yeah. Basically the same, yeah, exactly. Anyone, like, if they're born like 89, 88, 90, 91, 92, it's like all the same. Like, my wife is born in 88. It's like pretty much the same experience growing up. Okay, so we fixed that problem. We can go back to the project and look at it. Quit to project list. Zombie game. It's so crazy when I think about it. Like the idea that I remember, like when first someone showed me like a game system, it was like a Sega. I don't know what kind. It was at a friend's house, and it was just like that was it for me. I was like, I'm playing this forever. It's like addicted from the start. It doesn't surprise me you played it too much. Played World of Warcraft? Yeah, I played shitloads of World of Warcraft. I had like so many hours when I quit. I quit in, I didn't, to be honest, like I played non-stop for like 2 years. So I played Wrath, and then I played Cataclysm seriously, like every day, 6+ hours a day. It was a problem. And then after, in like 2011, I sort of quit. I didn't play Mists of Pandaria, but I came back to play whatever it was called, when you went to space to kill the ogre. I forget his name. For someone who loved the game so much. No, it wasn't Warlords. It was like Wrath of WOD was the initials. Wrath of Draenor or something like that. And then I played Legion as well, and I quit again after Legion, and I haven't been back since. Yeah, they were the best thing. How does this look against the green screen? I'm kind of curious. Oh, it cuts out, eh? I was watching a podcast the other day, and I saw the dude had like a glass of water on the green screen, and I was like, dude, it looks so good. But mine does not look that good. Anyway, let's fix this problem with the shotgun. I'll have to push that to GitHub for people. Reload. Change key? Add reset. Can I just change the name here? Like, then I don't have to worry about misplacing the locations of them. I was really late to online gaming, like really late, because being in Australia, like internet's really bad. And then like I was a console gamer right up until I was an adult. So I just, like, you had to pay like whatever it was, like $100 to get on Xbox Live, and then like good luck convincing my parents to let me do that, and then even more good luck letting me run a cable from wherever the internet was to frickin' the box, and then like good luck convincing them to let me turn off the phone because it was still like DSL back then. Okay, so that should work now, right? Like, they're all corrected. Let's see. Now I can't even pick it up. There we go. It works. How cool is physics? Okay, I want to change the background music. I'm going to put something else in, because this is too repetitive. I don't like the Uzi, although I do want to see how it sounds. It's a lot better. Okay, I think we've done it. Like, this is good enough. I need to fix that bug, though. Like, I can tell they're behind me. So it's good enough for that. If I get time, I want to do like a bullet, like a muzzle flash and stuff like that, because I haven't got those in the game. I need to fix the printouts as well. Okay, let's see if we can fix that bug with the UI. So basically what's happening, if you can't tell, there's when the UI flashes up, when you level up, you can choose one of the options, but if you click it, obviously it selects it and just goes on, which is, it's not great. So Is the pixelation, oh sorry, I missed this angel on it. Is the pixelation low res look or a part of a 3D shader? What it is actually a sub viewport set to 4 times smaller than the actual stretch. So if I turn this off, it just looks normal. It's a really easy way of making things look pixelated. You just stretch shrink that and you put a 3D camera on it, make sure that it's drawing like the world, and that's just it. Like if that's your camera for the game, it needs to be mapped to the player camera, but that's okay because I'm pretty sure it needs to be mapped to the player character. It's got to be working that way, right? Like, am I crazy? Sub viewport camera? Yeah, so we have a sub viewport camera on the main camera. Where is that? What is this script? Character body 3D? Oh yeah, okay, so we've got a sub viewport camera, a main camera, and they're basically in sync. So they're getting like forced onto the same location. So that camera is always following the player's camera. And then like you just reduce the size. Super easy. Alrighty, so yeah, this bug with the UI. Canvas layer, upgrades. So I think the easiest way to fix this is to add like a confirmation check, right? Like you just do a confirmation rather than just like they're all buttons. So what I can do is add a button at the bottom of this margin container. We've got an HBox container. So if I add a VBox container and then put the HBox in the VBox, and then we want to say expand, right? There we go. And at the bottom of this, we put a button. It'll be a texture button actually, because I know that there's like textures that we can use for this. So we've got a button for yes, button for shop. Why don't we use buy, right? Texture, normal. We just, whatever. It's just going to be the same texture for all of it. It is what it is. All right, and then we just put that in the center. Layout. Shrink center, yeah, there we go. All right, so that works, kinda. I think I've set things up properly so that should be okay. And then what we can do, confirm button. And we can hook the pressed signal up to, not the enemy spawner, upgrades. Right, so what we can do, instead of, so what we do here, let's pop this code out so we can read it. And then just move the chat, there we go. And basically what we do is when the highlight button is pressed, on pressed, power up clicked, right? We're doing all of this, right? Let's move this to this. And on when power up clicked, this part here where we get the find panel, this is the index. So we still need to set the index. This needs to be commented out. The power up index needs to be a global variable. And then we can just say here, when it's clicked, we set the index. So the other thing we need to do is go if not index, then, so if power up index, we want to check that it exists, then do this. And then what we're actually going to do when it ends is just set it to null. power up index equals null, so that, and I want to make that check to say is not equal to null, because if it's equal to 0, it's not going to be true. So learned that lesson yesterday. So that should pretty much fix everything. Let's see how that goes. Let's try to get a level up. It's pretty slow the first time. I need sounds for the pickups as well. Okay. Right, so here's the problem. It no longer, you can't tell what's selected. I can click that, but it goes away, right, immediately. So I need to keep it highlighted if it's selected. Other than that, it works. Okay, so that's a slight change in the code. So if highlight button is like if power up index is equal to null, then we can do the highlight stuff, right? Same thing here. And then what we want to do is also, we know, so panel get parent get child. We could probably just call the highlight button. Once a panel, we have that texture button, right? So we can actually just call this function rather than, and then pass in panel button, right? And because the power up index is set, it should work. Let's have a look. Okay, not bad. I'm missing every shot. Okay, so now it'll do that. And if it's highlighted, it'll stay. But would you be easily able to add an upgrade that adds extra power-up cards to the screen? Possibly. Actually, no. Not right now, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. We're sort of a bit late to that. Okay, so now the problem is, when I click other ones, they don't get selected. So what did I get? I got sprint, but it didn't get selected. So let's have a look at what I'm doing wrong here. Yeah, NA games, it's possible for me to do that because of how I've set things up, but it might make a little bit, I don't know if I'll have time. Put that on the list of things to do if we get time. There's not even that many power-ups, like there's only 12. So you'll see them all real quick. I was thinking last night I need to look up like percentage, like how to do probability so that I can say like, you know, the explosive ammo is really rare, like it's 0.01. So even though there's 12, the likelihood of that being shown is super low. I don't know how to do that, but it would be nice if I did. Okay, so power up clicked, highlight button panel. So it only changes if it's null. So, I need to rethink this strategy. What could I do? I can say, okay, what about this? Unhighlight button. But first we want to go So when you click something, it's power up button equals null, and then you go unhighlight button, and then you set the index and you set the highlight button. That should work, right? And the highlight button only works if it's equal to null too. How did it work the first time then? Oh, it gets set as you're highlighting over it. I need to create a function. So func highlight, right? And then I can go panel button, right? Here's a texture button. And then it returns void. And it also wants to take like a true or false. So like highlight and with a T, and we go bool. I can make a dictionary with the different possible upgrades and give them each a value of how many tickets they have to be chosen. Then get the tickets, get the total tickets and choose a random. Oh, I see what you're saying. So then the corresponding upgrade, if randef is like less than 1, rare things do the common thing. Okay, I like that idea. That's really good. NO games, that's smart. I know the line jumps aren't copied. Okay, so, and then we can just go, yep. Whoa, excuse me. We can go and take this section of the code, and rather than saying false or true or false, we can just say, set it to the highlight. And what we can do then is these two functions here, rather than doing something themselves, we have them call highlight, and we pass on the panel and the true or false, panel button and false. And the same here, we pass on I like how it says highlight. Can we like rename that? Highlight. And now we can do whatever we want here. So we can say, rather than going power, we go unhighlight button, true. Oh, actually, you know what? So what we need to do is go if power up index is not equal to null, then unhighlight the power up index. And then expected, oh, hang on a second. This needs to be false. And this needs to be called highlight. I'm getting a little bit confused. The panel button we need to pass is, you can make different kinds of prize pools easily. Probably a good idea to make a static strip to score the dictionaries for convenience. Yeah, right now it's an array, so if I convert it to a dictionary, it seems like the way to go. Power up buttons, right? I'm assuming that's what I'm looking for, P1 button. How do I set this? Upgrades available, power up button, find panel button, power up button, find panel button. I'm getting a little bit confused. Do I have a list of them? P1 button, yeah. I do, but they're not in an array, so how can I tell which is which? Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Power up icons, power up labels. This is causing a problem anyway, so I'm going to delete that. I might have to think about that. It's getting late, so I don't want to end the stream, but I'll have to think of a way to get access to these buttons, I need to probably store them in an array. And then when I'm doing the power up clicked, I can find that particular button with the index, if it exists already, and then unhighlight it, right? So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow, or even like, what did I say I'm going to do tomorrow? I said I'm going to do level design. Yeah, that's fine. So weird here, it's 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's a bit like that with time differences. Denmark, oh yeah. Old mate Denmark. I've never been, but I would like to. Alrighty. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Let's get some music going because it's been a bit quiet in here. In the face of it all, let's something a little bit longer. What have we got going on Twitch? Is there many people watching? Should we do a raid? Been enjoying doing raids. It's been pretty fun. Oh, we got 2 people. We can send you off somewhere. Who's doing Godot? QOTTD, Godot overlay. A lot of VTubers doing Godot coding, eh? I guess we'll send you to Alkanine. That's fine. You guys can go there. Alright guys. Thank you for hanging out. I guess I turn this up a bit. Not too loud, let me figure this out. And I go to stream ending overlay. I don't have that yet set up. I've already muted everything. Oh my god. Over the shop. All over the shop. One day I'll learn all my keys. Alright guys. See you later. Thank you for the follow, Angel. You love it.